My name is Laura Marin. I am from London, Ontario, and I'm a level 1 local referee. The game's gonna start it should start on schedule at 5:20. But sometimes they run early, sometimes they run late, so you always have to double check. I always bring a couple stuff with me, specifically the rule book, just in case anything happens, because some coaches and some parents like to be a little bit of a pain, so they would give me the times of all my games, and then they would tell me what age division I'm doing. So it looks like I'm going to be on the same court as I was on this morning for the 6v6, so 13-year-old girls, which should be pretty fun. They're always really enthusiastic. They leave memos all up on the walls everywhere around here and on the tables to help us out a little bit and give us reminders. For example, I have a set of reminders here specifically for the younger girls because they have a different set of rules than we do. So I always double check to make sure that the game before me would be done. It would have started at 4:10. My game would start at 5:20, and it is 4:35 around. So that means the game will most likely be in its second set. If it goes to a third, it'll be a little late. But if not, I'm gonna head out onto the court. I've been a referee in the OVA for almost 2 years now. This is the only sport where I referee. I love this sport. It's my sport. I played competitive volleyball 7 years. 7 years, a whole volleyball family. My 2 little sisters also play volleyball. My mom is very much a volleyball mom. We're still very much in it. I thought, I love the sport so much, and I know I'm not going to be able to play forever. So why not be able to keep my hand in it in a completely different way. I was 16 and I played for Forest City Volleyball Club in London, Ontario, and they had this really awesome program where they were encouraging young female players to become referees, and they helped us all sign up and go through the clinic and do the practice tests, and finally we got our badges. When you have breaks like these that are 5 hours, some people choose to leave, some people don't. When I do choose to stay, I definitely will entertain myself for a while with my book and my phone. Maybe I'll switch between the two of them, but my favorite thing to do is go out and watch the other games, because it is an opportunity to reminisce on the games I used to play and to cheer on random teams. It's really, really fun to watch the kids play around and hit balls and get really, really excited. No matter what the age is, they always get so excited, and it's really amazing. Talking with all the referees and watching the kids play is definitely some of the ways I spend my time. They're finishing the first set, so maybe they'll go to a third set. We're not sure yet. I definitely started off with the younger girls age division, and that tends to be the pattern with everyone around here. I did a lot of 6v6 and a lot of TLS, and you start to move up the levels, where now I'm doing 15U girls as well. The youngest girls are always so energetic and full of life and just bubbly on the court, and having them for about a year was a really good experience to get me to start going up the levels to where now I do lines for university games, and I'm doing provincials for the 15U girls. It's always a really good experience to be able to watch other referees. That's one of the best ways to learn, honestly. As was said to me, the grayer the hair, the more experience they have. You can learn a lot from watching other referees. It's a really good experience to have. See how they do things differently. Maybe adjust a thing or two depending on what they're doing. It's always nice to support the fellow referees. I think it's a
Why is everything going missing? I literally like I had a stack of them because somebody was like, "Do you have any?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I do.
And now we don't. All right, thank you. I'm gonna check on my crap only. And good luck. Thank you. And I will find that. I was watching you and I was like, okay, cool. It was like confirmation because I was worried about calling him. But yeah, you're so young.
Whatever you want, yeah, you want to do whatever you like.
If it's like ugly double hand where it just goes to, I'm like, oh, look at your fingers. I'm like, yeah, that's a double. That's
Are you sure? I can
that's
do
not
it.
a double.
I do actually.
You? I think it's true.
I do. I tell another lady, yeah, sometimes they give me a time.
You can see them. You can see them. Yeah.
And then lift too. Some of the girls, they lift.
Okay, the set where they just, and I'm like, they bang, and every time I'm like, it takes me off guard. I'm like, that's a curry, that's a something.
My rule of thumb is if they're consistent, I won't call it until it's like a
I can see you trying, like.
Because we've got some time.
The moment I realized that I wanted to keep going seriously with the sport was during a tournament when a ball had dropped and no one knew whether it was in or out. Both teams were holding their breath. They really wanted to know, and I called the lines person over and I asked her, "What did you see?" And she said, "I'm sure I saw it in." And all the parents were behind me in the stands, and once I called that it was in, half the parents started yelling and screaming of joy, and the other half started booing and laughing, and we all had a very good laugh because no one actually booed. But it was very, very incredible to see not only the team that had won the point, but also the team that had lost the point be so supportive, not only of the game, but of my decision, and have fun with it while it was happening.
Hello.
Just make sure that after a win, you score it on either side, the one, right? You have your to go as far as I can with getting my badge levels, my certifications, whether that be just a regional or maybe even one of the top levels of refereeing. I want to be able to be the referee that people call on because they know that she's going to do a good job. Restarts with the serve.
if it touches or touches and stays in, touches. No.
Touches on that.
Yeah, we have.
Even if it goes back, if it touches and rolls in,
Oh, so it can't touch it.
we're gonna toss from this side. Toss from this side.
When you're up on the stand, I think the most important part is no matter who you are, what demographic you belong to, whether you're a young female referee or someone who just got their certification and they're 50 and they wanted to try it out, the most important thing I think would be to have a cool, calm, and collective mindset, because even if you're panicking on the inside, you have to appear very confident in your decisions on the stand, because you are the beacon of reason when the girls are playing volleyball. You are the judge in a courtroom. So if you panic, everyone panics. Or if you let coaches or players try to get the best of you when they're yelling at you or asking you why you're calling what you're calling you blind or an idiot, the best thing to do would be to keep your cool and keep going with what you're doing. Know the decisions you're making and be very thoughtful in all of your actions. Don't let coaches question their questions. Don't let them affect the way that you think. Don't let the players getting emotional make you second guess your decisions. I think it's very important to get the girls to have fun. So if they're playing a long match and they want to take a little extra second in the huddle, I think it's very important to let them do that. I mean, this sport is all about having fun. Making really good connections has been one of the better experiences I've had. I've met some really, really wonderful people while doing this, and some people that have helped me so much. It's a very wonderful community, and it's important to make sure that you meet as many people as possible and make a good impression. And the last thing I would say, one of the most important things about being a referee is to not take yourself too seriously. A lot of the referees, we joke around a lot. We like to have fun off the stand. Feel free to laugh with the players as they're as they're diving face first for a ball. You know, everyone makes mistakes. If you feel like you made a kind of weird call, or you feel bad that you might not have seen something, it's human error. It is inevitable. It is part of being a referee. Well, the girls played really well. They were very enthusiastic, which always makes the job a lot more fun. I think my favorite part of today was one of the morning games, where the girls played every single one of the 3 sets to a 2-point difference. I think the first one was 26-24, the second one was 27-25, and the third was 16-14. And they were working so hard. They were ecstatic when they won. It was wonderful to see, honestly. I think a good referee knows when they've made a mistake and they know how to correct it for next time. Because at the end of the day, no one does it perfectly, just like none of the players are perfect. So it definitely is a good idea when I am done at the end of the day to think about what I could have done differently at that day. I'm a young referee, considerably young, considering everyone else. And I always find a way to learn on the job. I think it is really important to listen to what everyone else has to say to me, and I always welcome the feedback, because like I said, I don't think I'm perfect, just like I don't think any other ref is perfect, but I really want to get better. Find one of the runners to bring this out. It was a long one. It was a long day, without a doubt. It's part of being a ref, but I love it so much. I wouldn't give it for anything in the world, for any other job, honestly. It sounds really corny, but I get to watch girls and guys play a sport I love, and I get to watch them have fun while doing it. So it's the best job I could ask for.